See from the opening kickoff,
right, let's
that's
go.
for sure, and they will start at the 40.
Okay, ready? Here it's smash! Ready?
They'll try the left side. Stanley to the 43, second down. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
Here's 2nd and 7.
70 race.
Back to throw. Caldwell. Sherwood here, caught by McBride. 7 yards there and a first down. The Cardinals at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Let's go. Ready?
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific in the win.
I can't stand when people run the ball on me.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Mustang 19.
On 4th down, Caldwell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Trap 60. 70 Timberwolves. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Looking to throw. Caldwell. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. You look at this
I think he might throw me one. He might throw me one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Check, 6, go.
They'll try the left side. It's Stanley. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down.
Here we go. Bronco 8, Warriors 70. Ready. They'll
try and run here with Judkins. take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Quinshon Judkins with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. A try here for the extra point.
That was a nice run. Can't even hate.
Cardinals will go up 7-0.
That was nice. I'm used to doing that to people.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. Gilmore. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gregory. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Cade York on now for the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing.
This dude, he want to beat me really bad.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
60, 19 Lions, 18 Pioneers.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that pushes.
That's so crazy. All these guys that I've been beating up on, they keep playing this game, getting better, and then they want to give me games. That's crazy.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
But you've met fan bases that wanted them, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get the series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Gilmore. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Yeah, so this is going to be one of them games. I can already feel it. Damn.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing to start the drive. Caldwell. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals add 6 to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's 21-3. 21-3 is your score after one.
Yeah, this is why you should never underestimate your opponent, even in a video game. Straight up.
The Cardinals in possession as they've got it as we resume action. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 23 yards the pickup there.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front, the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The tight end in motion right. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. It's Gregory. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Operating from the gun. Gilmore. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gregory. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Here's 2nd and 3. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. 2nd and 3. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Damn, I'm really like getting whooped in this game. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Push up front. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. Now a give, right side. Gregory looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gregory. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
I'm like getting straight whooped right now. This is crazy. That's why you should never underestimate your opponent, even in the video game. Straight up.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. York able to send this one.
This is crazy. This dude, I've been beating this dude for years. He's never beat me. And now he's like, this is crazy.
And I'm a little bit surprised that that's exactly what they decided to do. I kind of thought that they would go for it in that situation. But sometimes I'm sure you just think to yourself, take the 3 points, put them in your pocket, and move on.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they're going to mark down.
I'm having a terrible game.
Really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
That's all good, though. Life is good. You know what I'm saying?
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a give, right side. It's Stanley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find the hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Cowboy 80.
Operating from the gun, Caldwell. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
That wasn't smart. Thank God he ain't fumble. That looked like a fumble waiting to happen.
Offense ready to start their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man complete. That's Gregory. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Operating from the gun, Gilmore. He finds his man complete. It's Gregory.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on,
I guess he thinks it's a game. Well, I mean, it is a game, but I'll do this shit like all down the field, straight up. Make an adjustment.
They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. It's Gregory. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
I guess we just have to run the ball. Ain't throwing too many picks. Throw this many picks. I'm just run the ball straight up.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Cardinals are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far
terrible.
in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build
This is
up their
horrible.
lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Now for the point after. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6.
Makes the score Cardinals 28, 49ers 6.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10, and across the chalk.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's a
We'll go for 2. We'll go for 2 on that ass. Straight
great
up.
effort there. As the first half is
His run game. He learned his run game from me.
cut into this lead in the final
That's
seconds
crazy.
of the first half. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
49ers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10. The Cardinals take over first and 10. The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
This 2nd and 4.
Buffalo 18. Let's go now.
Operating from the gun, Caldwell. That's to his running back, Quinshon Judkins. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
I'm like really impressed at how much this guy has improved. He's improved so much that it's crazy. And he's doing it literally on my live stream. That's beautiful. That's what this channel is all about, being better.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers.
I got a legit run game. Run the ball.
Second of the game. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute.
I got it. I ain't gonna lie. I got excited about that run. You know what I'm saying? That was a nice run. It's all good.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now a handoff up the middle. Stanley. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 101 yards rushing for him so far.
He definitely trying to run ball.
Continues here.
So that's what I see. He really trying to run ball. Who's that? Who's that fast dude on this team? Number 9. 4. Okay.
Seven Pirates, Panthers 60, Panthers 79 Broncos.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this nearly an interception.
See how Madden do me?
Complete.
That would have changed the game.
Really
That should have been a pick.
there, but not to be.
Now, if I had to do that terrible ball, it would have been a pick. Damn video game.
Perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
70.
Now a give, right side. It's Stanley. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cards have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Gilmore. Man, and he hits him in stride. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. Gilmore. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but again, zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run, but everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback, and they're able to see the route develop.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Looking to throw. Gilmore. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through. And they're hanging around.
I guess I should have known this would be one of them games. He sent me a message like, I can't wait to play you. It's going to be an honor to play you or something. He said some real respectful type shit. I was wondering, like, why was he saying that? And then I had to do my research, like, oh, yeah, I've been whooping his ass in this game for years. And now he like super ready to play. Well, damn. Gonna be tonight. Shit. See, he got a winning record. That's crazy. See, people take Madden serious, for real.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here. Anything to seize that momentum back.
He's brought down at the
3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4.
Here we go, here we go.
Now they'll change things up.
Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
From the gun on 3rd down. Caldwell. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 9.
Here we go. Check. Viking 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Caldwell. Got him in. It's Brown. So he stopped for no
Ooh, he almost threw me one. Almost threw me one.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Caldwell. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
60 vices, 60 vices. Ready?
On first down, it's Stanley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
He's got this downfield to McBride. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You talk about 541 catches at the tight end position. You talk about lofty territory, rare air. He has a lot to be proud of in his career.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey McBride from 8 yards out.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm going to have to play some run games because this is crazy. Yeah, got to play some run games to sharpen up a little bit.
And that will make this a 19-point game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
161 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, what was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll try the left side. Gregory. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 21-yard touchdown run.
And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
This time, the extra point up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12.
49ers 30.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stanley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
They'll try the left side. It's Stanley. There he goes again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Cardinals add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2.
I got to give him his props. I swear he played just like how I used to. I got to give him his props. That's crazy. Wasn't expecting to get whooped like this. Oh, no.
And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 61 yards. And the 49ers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Boy, 227 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Come on,
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the 49ers will have the
Get him next time we play. But he still got this. He earned this victory because, man, he really was just running the ball. I don't like that.
maybe you're just sitting on it, trying to drain some clock.
He playing just like how I
like, hey, we've got a good cushion.
was running the ball.
It ended up costing them.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gilmore. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to
man gonna let me get an onside kick. That'd be nice.
they were all over that. So
Said that shit didn't happen to me before. Let me get an onside kick. Let me get one.
Exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football.
Terrible. Terrible. So terrible.
A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Cardinals get an important score there to extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So now the other
Goes to show people take Madden serious. This dude is way better now. Crazy.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. And they'll run it here.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Operating from the gun. Gilmore finding Watkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. Limited time left on.
That's cool. I'm glad he batted that shit down. But going out there anyway. That'd probably been another pick.
It may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Operating from the gun. Gilmore He finds his man, complete. It's Gregory. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Cardinals' 38-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Gilmore. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camera on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Cards, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they will hit the road next week.
I had the best Purdy. I needed another quarterback with strong arms.
We'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, we need to go. Another one because I wasn't supposed to lose that game. That's all good though.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go.
Yo, what's up, brother?
And that one is through the back of the end zone.
Appreciate you being here, bro.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Appreciate that, brother. Straight up.
He finds Devontae Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Hurts finding Smith and an Eagle. First down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs. 63.
First and 10.
On the handoff, this is Barkley.
Yeah, I'm looking to see if that rookie receiver we got. I can't remember his damn name, but I'm interested to see how much he plays this season.
And 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll take this one in. Johnson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind,
It's been a terrible night so far. Bad. I want a damn good one.
All week long, we wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what.
Yeah, I saw that about Jennings. Yeah, ain't nobody worried about Jennings. Like Jennings, like don't get me wrong. I think Juwan Jennings is a very good football player, but he's limited. He's real limited. Like for instance, on this video game, when I start my league, he's like the first person I cut. I can't do nothing with 88 speed. He's too slow, man. That's the problem with him. If he was just a little bit faster, he probably would have got 20 million or whatever he wanted. He's just so slow. You know, he remind me of like the dude from the Saints, Coast. He remind me of Marcus Coast. Yeah, he remind me of that dude.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Garenda. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up the 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Get set. Go. Go.
From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
I like Jennings because he used to piss people off, man.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. 33 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
Purdy on first down. The connection made to Ayuk. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 7. Here's Purdy again, moving to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
Get set, get set.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play.
This is a struggle, man.
At the end
I need to win the game.
Quarter. It's the Eagles
It's
with the
crazy.
early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment.
People take Madden real serious. I'm trying to tell y'all. Straight up.
Here's 3rd and 2. Again in the air for Purdy. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That's going to be hauled in. He's got it. Jordan, what?
Yeah, see, that's my problem right there. Like, I like throw the ball too much. I be too pass happy. Trying to tell you, you want to be dominant in this game, you need to run the damn ball. These guys, they gonna always find out little stupid ways to sack you as soon as you drop back. That's where that whole mid-blitz crap comes from. You know what I'm saying? That whole play is just designed to sack you as soon as
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7.
I don't use that play. You're never going to see me use that play. That play is stupid and weak. Because everybody uses it. That's why it's weak. Hell yeah. Straight up.
Hey, 73. No touch. No touch.
Hurts to the air on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete.
Yeah, I know, like mid-blitz is like really like a real effective defense on this game, but I just don't like using everything that everybody else uses. I can't stand that. And it's very rare that I get a game where somebody doesn't use that defense. Very rare.
To throw on second down is Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith.
Yeah, I don't even keep that in my playbook. I don't even keep that in my defensive playbook. Straight up.
It's a gain of 34.
31-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
No touch. And anyway, no touch.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Caught by Saquon. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 11.
Real talk, like those rookies, they gonna play. Some of them gonna play because I mean, I don't believe Mike Evans is playing every game this season. I don't believe it.
Running from the pistol with Barkley. Not much to speak of on that one.
Everybody on defense ain't playing every game either. So we gonna see.
Filling his run gap assignment keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Very set. Not anyone up. No touch.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Very set. No touch.
Once again, it's Barkley.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this.
And he's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Now return coming from the 7. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go like run heavy. I mean, like run it, like stack the box. So like, everybody I'm playing tonight just want to run the ball.
Purdy works out of the pistol. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Get set.
Purdy now on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
That is knocked away downfield. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come
Those
out
rain
here
games
and
are
decide, we're
practice.
just gonna
Haha.
First, second, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions, and now brings up
We
4th
gonna
down.
see.
And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field.
I do feel like I need to go to practice mode, though. I ain't gonna lie. I need to get my ass in practice mode. Straight up.
They're going. Here's Purdy. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards. Timeout 49ers. That is their 2nd. As the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Barkley. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business and goal coming up.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. Takes it all the way down inside the 2. Sets up first and goal.
Their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns. Now they can make it 3-4-3. It is first and goal. Like a design run, Hurts has it. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. Second down. Saquon.
They do a damn update on Madden, and now I can't stop the run. No play stops the run.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just
Pissing me off, man.
pressure situation.
That's
how
crazy.
important it is to steal some points before the half. But everybody's in control.
Yeah, they do an update, and now you can't stop shit. Damn it. That's the thing about Madden too. Every time they do an update, this game changes a little bit.
Here's Cowing now to bring it back. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. First and 10. Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. So it'll be first and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Flush to his right. He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
I can promise you this drives the offensive line coach insane. As you get close to the sideline, just throw the ball into the stands. Incomplete pass, live to play another day. Instead, you run out of bounds. It technically goes on the stat sheet as a sack, and I promise you his offensive linemen, they don't love it.
On second down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43.
First down at the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And the quick slant, this is caught by Pearsall. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Exiting the pocket right. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender, bodied his man up, put the catch. It'll force third down. Back to the air again is Purdy. Able to complete it to Ayuk. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Purdy on target to Ayuk, and the 49ers have a first down.
At the 32-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Got his man at the 6. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here is a run. And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8. Task a bit tougher as they face second and goal.
Second and goal at the Eagles' 8-yard line.
Purdy using the pump pass. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line. Last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Forced to his right. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of this third quarter.
What a bad Madden day. What a bad day. Man, let's get whooped. Normally, nah, you know what? I don't give a damn. We're going to go for it. I was just going to kick a field goal, but run games don't mean nothing. Let's go for it.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got.
But I'm about to go to practice mode. See, this is what happens. This is stuff that happens every time they do an update. The game change. You got to go back to the lab.
Now Purdy. This one is caught on fourth and goal. They deliver. Isaac Guerrero. Touchdown, San Francisco. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
I'm real tired of this dude running on me, though. Straight up.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
To throw is Hurts. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 4 yards.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
From out of the gun, They give it to Barkley. And he's into the end zone yet again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game. Now Hurts and the Eagles will try the two-point conversion.
Let's go. Trim.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. This is hot. He's got it. As they tack 2 more onto their lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Purdy on first and 10. He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That pickup good for 29 yards.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be pulled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense, because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. Jordan Davis in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long. They'll drop to throw. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. As a gain of 18.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Right back to Pearsall again. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Here's first down.
That's another 49er first down.
Back to the air is Purdy. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
San Francisco.
Greg, that looked easy. We often talk about how condensed the space is down here in the red zone, but he got wide open that time.
I think anytime you see a guy that wide open, Mike, it comes down to not everybody in the secondary doing their job. Maybe someone's trying to do a little bit too much, and it backfires.
That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked up by Keely Ringo.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath. Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this, score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
Crowd left, Yanni. 63, 63, 60. No touch up. 73. Yeti. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, Silver. Yo, sir.
On first down, it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. He tacks on a nice return to boot. He'll get this all the way up to the 40-yard line.
I gotta be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball, given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
Here is 1st and 10.
Get set.
From the gun, it's Purdy. A dive and a catch. Incredible. The Niners use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in this one. They have 2 timeouts, but not much time. Down 2 scores as we get to 1st and 10. Throwing is Purdy. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll only manage a couple of yards before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Purdy. Flush to his right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
3rd down. Purdy. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as it'll come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now Hurts going to run this one himself. And he will be taken
Going to the lab.
If they want to use those timeouts,
Straight
this
up.
one is about done. So it's a win here for the Eagles.